Hi, I'm Gian and today we are going to be making this butter loaf, which is perfect for sandwiches. The first step is to activate the yeast, and I'm going to place it into a container with warm milk, which is about 110 degrees, and also sugar. Sugar helps the yeast to activate. And I'm going to let this sit for about 10 minutes, and when it looks like this and it's nice and bubbly, you know it's ready. Next, I'm going to add it to all-purpose flour. I'm also going to add melted butter and salt, and I'm pretty much going to do this whole mixing process in my stand-up mixer using the dough hook, and I'm going to mix this on low speed for about 10 minutes. The mixer pretty much does all the work. Of course, you can also knead it by hand, and that will take about 10 minutes as well, and let me tell you, it is quite the workout. And if you are interested in making this recipe, I will leave the link below in the description box. It's going to lead you over to my website, giancancook.com, and there you can view the recipe, you can print it, and you can pin it. Once the mixer has finished doing its job, I am just going to place this onto my counter, and I don't need any flour at this point, so I am just going to knead it just until it comes together, and I am going to form it into a smooth ball. If you've never made homemade bread before, this is a great recipe to try. It's very simple, doesn't require any kind of special equipment, and it is so tasty. Next, I'm going to place it into that same bowl, but I did grease it a little bit with some oil, and I'm just going to cover it and let it rise in a warm place, preferably next to the stove. And this rises for about 45 minutes, just until it doubles in size. I'm going to prepare the loaf pan, and I am just rubbing the sides with some oil just to make sure that that bread doesn't get stuck as it bakes. Once the dough looks like this, we know it's ready for the next step. I'm just going to remove the cling foil, place it to the side, and then just kind of press it down and then turn it out onto the counter. The next thing I'm going to do is to form this into the shape. Now today we are making a loaf. Typically I would do the braided loaf. That is my preference. Let me know in the comment section below which you prefer. Do you prefer this style of bread, or do you prefer the braided or flat bread? And I'm just going to roll this out into a rectangle using my rolling pin. You can also flatten it with your hands because the dough is fairly soft. And then I am just going to fold it over and press it down just to make sure to remove any air pockets that might be in between. And then I'm also going to fold the ends under. Next, I'm going to place it into that loaf pan that we prepared earlier, and then I'm going to gently press it down just so it meets the sides and it fills the pan. Next, I'm going to cover it loosely with the cling wrap, and then I'm going to place it in a warm spot and let that rise for about 30 minutes until it looks like this. And then I am going to stick it into the oven and bake it at 350 degrees for 30 minutes until it's golden brown. And the last step is to brush the top with melted butter. And you guys, your house is going to smell amazing. Next, I'm going to remove it from the pan and allow it to cool for just a few minutes because we love warm bread. So we are not patient. We let this sit for about 10 minutes and then we like to dig right in. Thank you guys for joining me. If you've enjoyed this video, please be sure to give me a thumbs up and to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And I will see you guys next time.